Okay, put the head back around this way now so I can come from the other direction. So this is pretty nasty looking in here. So this is very uneven casting. This is all low through here, which means I can't cut it. This is where I was cutting from the other side. See how it's real nice and smooth from here on out? And you can see how it gets really nice from there on out. Maybe that helps maybe a little bit. But this all through here is horrible looking. There's a big ridge right through here coming in this port. So we don't want to cut the short side too much here, but we can open this throat up a little bit here to make more airflow. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this stuff up here a little bit, try to get rid of some of these ripples out of here, and definitely this ledge out. The port looks horrible. These are small ports, they're not very big, which means they didn't cut very much of the crap out. We got a small intake valve. Bigger intake valve, you can cut all more of that out of there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yeah. Come out with this thing. Careful with that. It's way aggressive. Way aggressive. Okay, so I knocked the ridge off there a little bit. Clean that up just a tick right there. Stick a little bit of a hump right through here. My pointer at. So this whole thing right here is high. This is low. I want this and this to be the same, so I got to cut this ridge out. So it goes from here straight to here and then out the port. This side here is pretty good right there. So I'm going to use my this shape here. I'll go in there and clean that all a little better through there, hopefully. So we're going to swap out our stones. This way to different angle, different tools. Different tools do different things. Okay, this is hard to get in here, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've been cutting this back, so from the bottom of this hole up to here is a nice straight shot. You can see I cut away quite a bit of material there. This whole thing here I've cut out. It was straight across, now it's got a radius like this to it. It also bows in real nice into here, and this is real rough down here that's still left. I'm not going to cut it, and it's horrible back in here. I'm not cutting that either. It's not for now. So it still could be opened up right here a little bit more. See, it's kind of like a hump. It's not quite going in there like it should. Our low spot's here, see, so this is still a little bit higher right through here. This side here is pretty good. This right here, and right up through this whole area right through here, we need to cut away. That cutter's pretty dull, so I'm going to try a different cutter. I'm going to use this cutter here. That other one's pretty dull. I like the size because it doesn't make big low spots, but it doesn't cut either, so if it doesn't cut, it doesn't help you any. This one should be sharper, which means it'll cause more damage quicker. Any sharper either. Appears to be about the same dullness. It's coming out slow though, but it's coming out. Smoother finish, which is a plus. Much better. So now that area, what did I do with my pointer? This area now is more rounded here, more radiused in all directions, which is what you want. It's starting to look pretty good. Clean it up just a little bit more, not a lot, a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to use my other cutter to kind of square things up. This cutter here will come in here and it'll round it out a little bit more. It makes it more rounded all the way around because you're using the seat as a radius gauge basically. If there's a high spot deeper down, it'll start cutting on it. If I used it before, I would have just been laying up on the sharp edge. So now it'll be more useful. My dull one. Do some work up underneath where I can't get to in the regular cutter. This will cut up underneath. Doesn't really cut, it knocks off high titties and stuff like that. Thing's so dull it barely does anything. Which is why I use it for final. Push like hell to make it do anything on any kind of a high spot, and it doesn't cut on a regular face. Nice and smoothed up now. Clean up the short side up under there just a little bit. Just knocked off the sharp edge is all I did. See, that casting stuff got knocked down. Right, now the air comes in, it's got a place to come out. Nice and smooth. Hopefully you heard some of that. Not sure. Okay, I'm going to go on this side here. And, that's terrible feeling over here. Talk about ripples and low spots. See, this is the other side of what we were just working at. This is very, very rough through here. This is just massive amounts of rippling through here in low spots. It's just terrible, terrible, terrible. So I'm going to see if I can blend this to this slightly. So it's a back and forth deal. You can one side or the other side. But you don't want to cut too much because we got a nice radius going around here. We don't want to kill that too bad. Oh, there's some big low spots in there. Jeez, terrible. See if I can clean it up a little bit without killing it. It's pretty bad. So, alright. I'm going to use this one here. I'd use the big one, but it's too rough. That's nasty in there. Alright, big improvement there. Still nasty, but it's big improvement. So that flat spot that we had down in here is now probably going to be a radius like this because I've been cutting on that whole area. Where'd my pointer go? I've been working right through here. This whole area right through here, not that hole. Around the hole. See, I mean, that hole felt like crap. So, but I don't want to be cutting up in here at all. And see, it's only right to their max. Most of the work was right through here. So now when your finger goes in there, it's kind of semi-smooth. You still feel that big low spot in there, but at least now I was digging into a wall as my finger was going in there. At least now it's kind of following a pattern. So, okay, now we're going to flip it back around the other side and come back over there and clean it up again. There's probably going to be a little ridge over there because I just made it. We need to knock that out a little bit. So this stuff's all a back and forth deal. What helps you on one side hurts you on the other, probably. That's usually how it works. Wrong direction. Okay, what did we do on this side? So now we're looking at from the other direction now. So, looks like most of the work wasn't, see how it radiused it through here a little bit? Like I said, it was like it did. It made it more of a radius, more of a bowl. And over here it lightly radiused that also. Okay, that actually didn't hurt any on this side. It actually helped it a little bit, I think. So do more fine tuning on this side. Just knock off a little bit of ripples out of it. Very little of it. the dull one back out. Okay, actually feels pretty decent now. Yeah. Coming out from the other direction definitely helped it from this side too. It's hard to make a bowl shape from this side. You can't really tell what you're doing. But, so anyway, now it goes in there pretty nicely. You can actually see out the port now. And you got a line of sight going out. That's good. Okay, so this side over here, we've got a big high spot right there we need to knock out. The bowl's already huge. Oh, this is nasty through here. Yeah, just like that side was. Yeah, I don't know how they made these ports any worse. So when you cut out, put a big valve in there, all that goes away, but with a small valve, it stays in there. Alright, let's see what we can do from this side. Probably not a lot. Oh, doesn't that look special? Looks like somebody did a big splash in a bowl of turd. Right, look at that big turd that's in there. What the hell? We got a big. Looks like somebody just took a big turd right up there and dropped it and splatting everywhere. Geez, that's great for airflow. Yeah, that's wonderful. The problem is that's all below the surface where we need to be. This is way below the surface here. So all I can do is knock off some of this casting stuff. Take out this hump that's right here, so it has a straight shot coming through, and do what I can do to clean that up and at least get the high spots off. There's not much more I can do with that. It's low and nasty. So you can't do anything about low spots. You can only do things about high spots. All right, where's that skinny cutter we weren't going to use? See, now we need this little small one. See? Real bad angle in here too. Yeah, real bad angle. That needs to be cut from the other side with a different cutter. I'm working off the tip here and that doesn't work very well. Yeah, it's terrible. Alright. Where's that big one at? Ah, what a turd. Terrible. See how much I'm cutting over here, but I don't think it's cutting hardly at all. Alright, most of that big turd is out of there. I blended it over here, trying to make it radius in. I cut the hell out of the back side of that right there. Where did my pointer go to? There we go. Cut through here. So I went all the way over this and blended right across. Got to work on it from the other side now. And a little bit under here, but not much. You don't want to be cut too much. I'm going to use my finish cutter in there a little bit, call it done. So that looks pretty good. So we're going to flip it around, come from the other side here in a minute. Just take my doll cutter and clean up the short side up under there. All right. All right, let's see what we got to deal with on this side. Okay, so here's what we've been cutting right through here, so I need to come through here and cut that out a little bit more. Blend that in. And lightly blend this some more through here, but not much. Stay off of up here. This is all below the surface here. This is all a big low spot through here, so over here it's all a big low spot. So we don't want to blend into that because the air is going to jump across that and hit the seat anyway. So we don't want to be cutting over there too much at all. Just trying to knock off that edge right there is all we want to do. Most work's going to be right here on this, right up on this valve guide boss area right here. Other than that, it's pretty well good to go. Just about done on this one. Oop, Scooby's in the way. Alright, so I'm going to hit this just a little bit. Let's see, where's that one we're using? We're using this big one. Yep, that looks good. Looks good on the short side. Okay. This one. And our doll one. Okay. That's it for that one. So we knocked off that edge was right there. This here edge right here is not gone. It's all blended real nice and smooth. I came across, knocked off that edge was right there, smoothed it so it can radius in a little bit. So now the air can follow it up around there, no problem. And blend the rest of it down in here also. Okay, intake port looks good. Quite a bit better than it was. So now the air can kind of come in there nice and cleanly. It's best we're going to get with this one anyway, without making it bigger. I don't want to make it too big. It's already pretty big compared to what it was. Okay, the exhaust is pretty horrible over there also, it looks like. Yeah, it's nasty looking. Yeah. It's falling on the floor here. Oh. Our tube protector's falling on the floor. Yeah, put it in my pocket. Okay, so the exhaust. got the same big turd in it that was on the other side. And there's not a lot to be done on the exhaust. Okay, the exhaust. Most of the work we're going to do on that is going to be knocking off crap. So right through here, you got this big ledge that needs to go bye-bye, and you got these fins in here that need to go bye-bye too. So that needs to be knocked out. We're going to clean up that big turd right there a little bit. All this other stuff, we're just going to lightly blend it. There's also a little bit of a hump right here, and it blends into the other side. This is not too bad right there. That needs to go. Lightly clean up this heavy stuff, and that's about all we can do on that. It's too big already for the valve. That's nasty through there. That's sharp. That'll cut you. Okay, I'm not sure how we're going to get in there. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to use one of my long cutters for that. Small hole deep in. There we go. We're going to use this long ass one here. This gets me right in there tight, because I'd be right up against the head gasket surface here, valve seat here, cut over there. So as long as you don't jam into anything, we're fine. Okay. That's the problem once it jams in. When it jams in, it breaks the tip off. Pisses me off when that happens. That out. Gets expensive. Big turd. Ah, it sucks in there. Looking better though. Not that you can see it. Ah, it's bad. Bad, but way better than it was. It's all cut out through here now. Nice radius edge. Cut this all out all the way down to here. The radius the way back up in there. Let into the port from the other side. Knock this off a little bit, but I need to redo that still. Ground this out here a little bit so it's more even. The biggest thing is I knocked this out. There's a nice long radius around this valve guide boss, which is really going to help the flow. And I dug it out through here so it's got a place for the flow to go through there. And opened up the seat up just a little bit, and the diameter here helped. This here I don't like too much, but it's below the seat, so it's just, you know, it'll be all right. It'd be nice if it's cut out better, but it's good. It's got a good flow to it now. The biggest thing, you see my finger goes right across that area I cut. It flows right through there. That's what you want. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, do the other side, and I think that's almost done with this board. Have to check it from the other side on that bottom. Probably a little bit to get on that side. This over here is a pain in the butt doing this side. Alright. So we got just a little bit to do right here. Trying to blend this in here a little bit. And then obviously this is already cut through here. There's nothing to be done there. I'm just going to work in this area right through here is what I'm going to work on. Just going to smooth things up a little bit. Might even get up in there a little bit on the top. Make it a little better. Let's see what happens. It's all with the cutter. I'll let you do. The cutter won't let you do anything. You won't be doing anything. Let's see. So it came unscrewed. that helps. I'm able to smooth up the top of this a little bit. So I'm making more of a full bowl now. So you get different angle, different shape. Allows you to do things a little different. That feels a lot better in there now. Yeah, it's tons better. Big improvement. Amazing what an angle change will do for you. Yeah, that looks nice now. What an improvement. And it flows all the way nice and smooth. Blends into this already undersized area here. Good. I was able to cut this out through here so it smoothed it up a little bit too. So, yeah, clean it up a little bit up to the edge. Yeah. Still got a little bit of a dimple right here I don't like, but it'll work. Okay, so all I can do is do the other side over there. I took a lot of material out of that back side. Let's see what it looks like from this view. That would be over here, this angle. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yep, a little bit to be done there, not much, just a little bit of a kiss. We should be good to go. So when I cut it from this side, I made a little bit of a hole right here. So I need to blend this here, right here, so the flow can come right across and come across there. And blend into this radius here a little bit. Overall, it's pretty good. It's more cosmetic than anything, but right there, I don't like that too much. But I'll blend in a little bit better. Okay, it's hard to get in there that deep. So I think I'm going to use that long cutter in there to get in there and clean it up. Get fairly good control with that one. I think so, or can I do it with one of these? Oh, I can actually do pretty good with one of these. This big long thing, it bounces all over the place, but it does cut. I'm going to try this one here. This gives a little bit more smoother finish, and I got decent access. Alright, flow through there. Have to use this long one to get way up in there. So I'll show what I did so far. So this here I cleaned up real nice, triangled it into this other side, eliminated that. Blended it halfway decent here, from here to here. My problem is I can't get in here because of the angle, because this is in the way. I can't blend it in from here. Coming around the short side underneath there. So it's still got pretty heavy casting stuff up under there. And a little bit of less more of a transitional angle I don't like as much. It's pretty good, but I can get better. So I'm going to come in there and just do some light cutting here. Put my finger in to see how deep it is. Alright. Too much of a good thing makes it worse. Alright. So that transition more, cut a little bit deeper. So this one comes in an angle like this, so we're right against the port here, and we're cutting like under here. See the angles we're hitting at? So blending right here, back in here, a little triangle piece down there I'm knocking down. So this little spot right in here, I was able to cut it down at a 30th hour better. So that makes that more transitions right into here instead of going this direction and lets the air come this way. If you make it like this, you hit this, you see the angle, blending angle in this airflow. Whoop. This air is coming through here, this one's going that way. It's not quite 90 degrees, but it's a heavy impact. You don't want that. You want to get the place the air to come around this way so they kind of blend in evenly. So by cutting that out there, it lets the air turn here instead of going this direction here and then turn. So it's all about making the air come through here. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I'm not going to screw with that no more. Like I said, a little bit helps, and then you start getting low spots up under there. So I think I'm just going to lightly hit it with my fine cutter. This one, and call it done. Good. Put a couple more in there. Looks pretty good. Good airflow coming through. Come on, air. Finally. So you got two fingers can go in here, and that's two paths of air coming through, because the air has to go around the guide through here, split, then it's got to remerge back together to come out the port. So you got to have a room for two fingers to split through there. Like I said, if the air comes through at heavy angles with each other, it kills the airflow. Alright, And the same way on going in, you want to be able to split nicely and go around. Okay, so that's how we do that head there. Yeah, that was a nice quick head there to do with almost no time at all. Yeah, we can do these really quick. Yeah, not much to do on this set of heads. A little cosmetic stuff. Yeah, my cosmetic is about 2 hours of work there, wasn't it? And we'll watch the video and see how much hours it took to do it. Probably a good hour and a half, I bet. So there you go. That's my cosmetic port job. So this is the head here. This is what we got now. It goes out that way. Here it's being blocked this way. Yeah, it doesn't help with that light, does it? A little light on the subject. Okay, so now we got a good shot of air going that direction. You can see what it looks like. And with the light on this side, you can see how much of a restriction it is this way. Now, each port is different, but get the same basic idea. And the intake is pretty extreme on the intake side. So this has got good solid flow through there, and over here you got mountains of turds that go around. You got a big chunk of crap laying right in there. Terrible. So, oh well, that's the difference. This got the heavy offset too on the core shift. I smooth that up too. All right, well there you go. That is not Scooby barking either. Yeah, they said you were barking last time. Scooby doesn't bark. Yeah, Scooby wants to go home though. Me too. All right, so one head is done. This head needs a lot of work. So I got about 3 hours on these heads, I bet. Oh well, so much for a quick porting. All right, that's it for now. Scooby says bye. Did you say bye, Scooby? Come on, you go bark? Yeah, he ain't gonna bark. All right, that's it.